Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Slcmof, and I'm back again with another video. And in this one, I would like to talk about multiplayer in Batman the Telltale Series, which, by the way, in case you're unaware, the first episode of which premieres in only 1 week as I'm recording this video. That's right, I'm doing a Twitter countdown every single day, putting out a tweet, daily countdown until the first episode launches on Tuesday, August the 2nd. So feel free to follow me up on Twitter if you want that. Pretty amazing GIFs, might I add, or GIFs, however the hell you say, whatever, don't care. Anyway, Batman the Telltale Series, Episode 1 is going to feature multiplayer, as are the rest of the episodes. Of course, it's not the basic definition of what you would think a multiplayer game is. It's not a multiplayer game, it's still a single-player story game. However, they have integrated multiplayer aspects into Telltale games for the very first time, and I gotta say, I am so ecstatic about this feature for more reasons than one. So, essentially, the feature that I'm alluding to is crowd play, and it all syncs up perfectly onto your PlayStation 4, Xbox One, or PC, or whatever console you're on. It's like a multiplayer, it's like a separate feature in the game, so everybody's screen is going to be aligned, and essentially there's two different ways to do it. Way number one is have a player one system, and everybody votes on a certain, choice. So let's say that we're talking with Falcone, it's going to put up all 4 chat options, and you can vote on which one, you want, but then player one still decides. So, it's kind of like electing a U.S. president, okay? Work with me here. The Electoral College actually elects the president, and we as the people, we suggest the president. We suggest who we would like. And certainly, this is very similar to this. Player 1 ultimately is the Electoral College, and everybody else can suggest what they would like to have done in the game, but certainly is not the end-all be-all of the choice. Otherwise, you can have a full-on, shall we call it a democratic system, right? And everybody, you basically have 4 chat options, everybody votes. The one that gets the most votes is the one that the game automatically chooses in the system to select. And I want to actually, well, okay, so there's 2 different reasons I'm excited for this. The first of which is to play with friends. I don't know how it'll work if 2 people, because then you could just both vote for different ones. I don't know how that would work. If you might have to have a minimum of 4 or 5 or something like this. But one thing that you certainly could do as a YouTuber that I'm really excited for, beyond just playing it with friends, which I'll certainly do, is a crowd play live stream. And I inquired to this as to how many people this could, host. I figured it would be like 7 or 8 would be the max, but indeed it seems that basically it's not going to be a concern in terms of max people. Their server can host a lot of people on here, right? At least a few hundred, which I would imagine would be the maximum for a live stream for me to host, to have people play on. So indeed, I would want to, get on my Xbox One, get on my PlayStation 4, and invite all of my subscribers that are on the console, and get on in this live stream, get a few of you in the party chat, and just get on the live stream and just do a playthrough with all of my subscribers. I would do the democratic one because I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, I don't really care what you think. So we're gonna do the democratic one. My vote counts as much as yours does, and I think that would be a really, really fun experience. That would be the Slcmof channel live play, or playthrough of the game, which of course would be different than my own, probably, but maybe it wouldn't be. Maybe you all would agree with me in more ways than I would expect. So I think that can be really fun, and I want to do that on the day after the episode premieres. Of course, my solo playthrough is going to come first on August 2nd, and then on August 3rd, I would like to do that live stream. It might not be live, it might be uploaded later, but yeah, probably a live stream, and I think that could be a lot of fun, especially if we can get a lot of people in there. If we can get like 100 people in there, that is going to be a blast. So, I haven't worked out the details of it yet, but I think that's an idea that I thought about, and I think that could be really, really fun. So, let me know if you're interested in that. And one of the reasons that I love this so much is that it's not like, an open lobby, for example, where you generally are going to have a max amount of players. If you are a subscriber and you're on, to my channel or whatever, and you have the console that I'm playing on, whether it's PS4 or Xbox One, now I'm going to alternate each month so I can get with the most amount, play with the most amount of people. But, if the first month or in August I decide to do episode 1 on PS4, and you have a PS4, there is no max amount of players, so all you have to do is get on the time that I'm doing the live stream, and your input will be on my playthrough, and I'll do a live stream, and then I'll upload the live stream later to the channel as well. And so that way we can have my playthrough and the the Slcmof community live playthrough as well. I think that'll be a lot of fun. So if you're interested in it, vote in the poll below. I'll have PS4, Xbox One, and whichever one gets the most votes, I'll do for episode 1, and then whichever if the one that gets the least amount of votes, I guess, out of 2 of them. So let's say the Xbox One gets 2nd place, then I'll do that for episode 2, and then that way the one that I have the most subscribers on, I presume it's gonna be PS4, but we'll see, will be, we'll get 3 of the episodes, and then the Xbox One will get 2. I'm just presuming that's going to be the case, but vote in the poll anyway, regardless, because the one that wins is the one I'm going to do the live playthrough for the Slcmof community playthrough first. Okay, so anyway, guys, hope you'll have enjoyed the video. What do you think about multiplayer in Batman the Telltale series? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I think it's no harm, no foul. If you're not interested in it, then, you know, that's okay. You don't have to be. You can still play it single player. Of course, I've said this before. I wouldn't want my first playthrough to be in a crowd play format. I wouldn't want to watch somebody crowd play first. I wouldn't want to be a part of a crowd play. You know, I want my Batman to be the Batman in my playthrough. Absolutely, that would be, you know, my preference. However, you know, this crowd play is going to be really fun once we've all already played the game. So anyway, guys, I hope you'll have enjoyed the video, and if you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. My name is Slcmof, and be sure to subscribe for all Batman the Telltale series news, information, speculation, and more. We'll see you in the next one.